against common opponents. Paola beat Bonner Springs very handily, shut them out in the first game of the season. Spring Hill shut them out also. And so these two teams both look at this game as an opportunity to maybe turn their season around.
And of course, as we're hitting the important stretch of the season, as you mentioned, getting in the districts and getting ready for state playoff games, and this is the time where the Cyclones really have got to get it together. And you had talked with Coach Rob Hedrick. Has he kind of hit upon whether it's a concentration, whether it's youth, what are just some of the things that have caused some of these turnovers, or has it just been because of the teams they've played?
You know, I think some of them are actually physical mistakes. Some of them are mental mistakes. And some of them are just, good plays by the other team. I know a couple of times, at least that I can remember, it was a turnover that a defensive player made an outstanding play to force something. And, those types of things are going to happen. They happen to everybody. But what you've got to do is make sure that the ones that you can control don't get away from you. And that would mean the botched snaps or, the throwing into double or triple coverage, or, just making sure that you hold on to the football. Even if you're trying to, go for extra yardage, sometimes you just have to know when to go down. And that's a learning process. And I think, it's something that the Cyclones have got to be working on in order to get better at.
Are these things that they can work on during practice? Is this all about watching film? Is this, or is it just learning through hard knocks out on the field?
That's a good question. Not having ever played high school football, I don't honestly know that I can answer that. I think, watching film certainly helps, but I think it's really, in a lot of cases, it's just that repetition, learning the little tricks of the trade sometimes even, knowing how to carry the football, or, in the case of Noah McCullough, he's still learning how to read defenses. He's not played quarterback in quite some time. He's obviously a very talented and athletic young man. He just needs to get some more reps in, and I think that he's going to learn those things over time.
And with the way everything has gone so far this year, Gary, that they've been able to pull in numbers this year more than what they had. Is there, even though with the lack of success, do you think that Coach Hedrick can keep some momentum going, keep the kids entwined with the program, and to keep them enthused?
And, I think that's why this game is so important tonight, Bob. I'm not going to tell you it's a must-win, but it's a game that the Cyclones really need to get under their belts and pick up another W, move that record to 2-3.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I confidence, they could gain some confidence here with this one tonight, but it's going to have to start early because that's when the mistakes have started early for Ottawa High.
Yeah, last week against Paola, the game was really over with by about the middle of the first quarter, and that's not something you can allow to happen. So it'll be important tonight for the Cyclones to start out strong and see if they can get up and make maybe Bonner do some things that they're not really comfortable doing.
Gary, what are going to be your keys for the Cyclones here tonight?
Well, I think you've already hit on it, Bob, and that is the turnovers. Cyclones can keep hold of the ball, move the ball a little bit. That's the other thing. They've not really had any sustained drives to speak of this season. Last week the touchdown that they got was a 48-yard drive against Baldwin. They had short fields a couple times. They had long touchdown plays. It'd be nice if they could actually run some time off the clock and have a sustained drive. I think that would give them a lot of confidence. I think those two things are pretty important.
Gary, we appreciate you joining us, and good luck with the call. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, Bob, thanks.
That is Gary Bateman from Steve Grogan Stadium, where the Cyclones are probably going to be the road team tonight because of Wyandotte County and the lack of games being able to take place there due to COVID restrictions. So Ottawa High has got an opportunity tonight and a chance to pick up a win against a team that has struggled just as much as they have. These numbers are almost dead on similar to points given up and points scored. So one of these two teams is going to find themselves with some success tonight. Of course, everyone might look at it and say that it's two losing teams, but this could turn out to be a really good ball game tonight with two teams who are trying to find an identity and find themselves as we get closer and closer to districts and playoffs and all that. I mean, we are October 2nd. We're really not that far away from the end of the high school season and getting into the playoffs. So we're going to take our final break of the night right here. When we come back, we're going to wrap this one up. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
When the time comes to remodel your bath, stop by Trendle Lumber to find out more about the Onyx collection. With an endless number of accessories, you can customize your Onyx shower surround with shower caddies, shower seats, grab bars, robe hooks, and even inlay art panels. Choose between full frameless, bypass slider, wall hinge, and barn door sliding glass doors. Come see the Onyx display in the showroom of Trendle Lumber and discover the possibilities. 1516 South Main, Ottawa.
Senate candidate Barbara Bollier's recent ad says,
"She's a Democrat, but she's good and she's practical."
Good and practical? More like extreme. Like Barbara Bollier's support for late-term abortion, voting against a ban on abortion after 21 weeks when the baby already has fingers and toes. Bollier is extreme on the Second Amendment, too. In the state Senate, Bollier wrote a bill to allow a simple judicial order to seize a person's guns. Then the burden of proof would be on that person to prove they're not dangerous in order to get their lawful firearms back. Talk about extreme. Barbara Bollier may be a Democrat, but she's not practical. She's extreme, and that's just not Kansas. Say no to Barbara Bollier. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Hi, this is Betty Berger with Reese Nichols Town and Country Realty. How are you today? I'm blessed. Blessed with healthy and loving family and friends, to work in a profession I enjoy, and to live in this community of caring, hardworking, and hopeful people. This is a challenging time. As I've heard said, we are all in the same storm but in different boats. I pray that your boat is able to ride out this storm and encourage you to help others do the same. If you need help with anything real estate, call me, Betty Berger. If not, call a friend or family member. You matter, they matter, and remember, we will get through this together.
In uncertain times, you can be certain of this. The Salvation Army is serving those most in need with help and hope. Thanks to your donations, the Salvation Army is helping those affected by COVID-19, those who've lost wages, who have no home to retreat to, who need food, help with utilities, and most of all, hope. To see how you can continue to make a difference, visit GiveWestwood.org. GiveWestwood.org.
With thousands of locally owned Napa stores across the nation, chances are that wherever you call home, we do too. And that's why you can find us in big cities, small towns, and everywhere in between, doing what we've always done to help keep our local communities moving forward. So whether you stop by a Napa Auto Parts store, Auto Care Center, or visit us at Napa online, you can count on Napa know-how.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español?
Hablo.
It's hablo?
Yes.
It's hablo.
Bon dia, like good day, good morning, I think.
I can say, je m'appelle David, but that's probably it.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
This year is my year to get fluent in Spanish, and Babbel is definitely going to help me do that. The app is so easy to use, and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real
real-life situations.
I've tried other language learning apps and nothing really stuck. Babbel's been a complete game changer for me.
Hoy es miércoles y el clima está muy bueno afuera.
Estou com fome. Eu não tomei café de manhã.
Je suis des États-Unis et du Viens-tu.
Now try Babbel for free. Just go to babbel.com to start learning a new language today. That's BABBEL.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And we're back here on Friday Night Lights as we're going to wrap this one up. The Keith King State Farm, Ottawa High School pregame show coming up in about 90 seconds here on the Mothership, 1220, and on 103.7 FM and KOFO.com. Remember, no KOFO High School football game of the week tonight. That game was moved to this coming Tuesday, and that will feature Wellsville and Eureka. And Luke Queen will have the call for that one, and we'll pick up with it after the Kent Kessinger show. At least I think that is the plan right now. Of course, plans could change between now and Tuesday. So just keep your ears tuned to 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO as the Crack News staff led by Jeff Brewer will keep you posted on that one. No Ottawa University football tomorrow. Of course, that game postponed, and I believe that one has been moved to the spring also. As of right now, a week from tomorrow looks to still be on. But again, keep it on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO for updates on that one. And, of course, we'll talk with Kent Kessinger on Tuesday night about that upcoming game. So that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight as we bring you the games we're going to keep an eye on for you, and we'll keep you updated as the games go on. And we appreciate you joining us for Friday Night Lights. And I want to say thanks to Lars Johnson keeping us on the air, Gary Bateman for joining us, and that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Thanks for listening to Friday Night Lights.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and online at KOFO.com. Our pregame coverage of Ottawa Cyclone football is brought to you by your local State Farm insurance agent in Ottawa, Keith King, at 111 South Main. Our coverage is also being brought to you tonight by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Our Cyclone game sponsors also include Kansas State Bank, Ottawa High School, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, and the Ottawa Herald, CarStar, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, and the City of Ottawa. Now let's head to the field for Ottawa Cyclone football and join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
Good evening, everyone, from Steve Grogan Stadium. Welcome to Cyclone football and the Cyclone football pregame show, brought to you by your local State Farm insurance agent, Keith King. He's at 111 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Keith can make sure you have the coverage you need. Call him at 242-9435. Cyclones tonight take on the Bonner Springs Braves. Braves still looking for their first victory of 2020, while the Cyclones hope for a win here tonight to push their record to 2-3. And we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout and have our weekly chat with Cyclone head football coach Rob Hedrick. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones.
Welcome back to Cyclone Pregame, brought to you by our sponsor, State Farm Insurance agent Keith King. Time now for the Rob Hedrick Show as we talk to Coach Hedrick before tonight's ball game between the Cyclones and the Bonner Springs Braves. Last week, it was a homecoming at Ottawa High, but not a very happy one for the Cyclone football team. Coach Paola came in and showed why they're ranked number 2 in Class 4A and handed the Cyclones a 62-7 defeat.
Yeah. They whomped us pretty good. They're a good team. We talked about that last week. We knew it coming in what we had with Paola, and we start off. We gave them 5 turnovers. Our first offensive play of the game, we fumbled the ball, gave them a short field. That was just kind of the way the night went for us. We didn't make any breaks for ourselves, and giving them 5 turnovers is not what they needed, and it didn't take them long to take advantage of those turnovers.
Yeah, they've got a lot of weapons, and they showed it. I mean, they kind of spread things out amongst all their skill people.
Yeah, I mean, it was they just their offensive line is tremendous, and their running back, he's a very nice running back. I'd say he's probably the second best in our league next to the Tongi kid, but he's a very strong runner, and we did not do a good job of tackling him, and his yards rushing showed it.
Those things do happen from time to time, but I'm sure you're probably a little bit concerned about the tackling situation, and also a couple of special team plays. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing one of those fake punts may have been called, but maybe not the other one. Is that a?
No, neither one of those were
okay
called, and neither one of those were planned, and just young men trying to make something happen, and kind of, I think the best way to describe it probably is panicking a little bit, because this was our first week of rugby punting. That was one of the things we changed, and the way we do that is if I tell them red, they got to punt it no matter what. If it's green, if the defense if they can get the first down and they can run for it, do it. And but both those were red, and they just kind of panicked, I think, and those were not positive plays for us, that's for sure.
No. Something that I felt was positive last Friday night, though, was you'd mentioned heading into the game that you were looking at implementing a little bit different offense from time to time, and you ran some veer, and it was pretty successful against Paola.
I think, when we said we got pummeled Friday night, but I came out of that game so encouraged. We rushed for more yards Friday night against the best team in our league than we had all season combined. And it wasn't against their second and third team. This is against their first team kids. So I'm very excited. Noah did a great job. I think the O-line did a nice job for blocking that for their 2 days of practice with it. Very encouraged. Noah is a very exciting football player, and with the ball is in his hands, he's going to do some damage, and he showed that Friday night against, like I said, the number 2 team in the state.
Well, and I think also the just the threat of him running made the other running backs look a little better too.
Yep, I think I'm really encouraged. I really am, and we repped it a ton this week in prep for Bonner, and I like where we're at with it, and we're going to add some wrinkles with it. But the key is Noah's going to have the option to keep the ball on every running play. We've got a read man built into every run play, so he's got the option to run the ball with every play. But I think what this will happen, as you kind of mentioned, is he's going to open it up for everybody else, because they're going to try to people are going to try to take away Noah because he's such an explosive young man. But now we've got some other kids with Josue and Clevenger and some other kids on the edge that are playmakers. So it should help us, from sideline to sideline, getting everybody involved in the offense.
Well, it looked like the offensive line did a good job also of, it doesn't take much of a hole, but they're opening some holes there the night.
They are, and we kind of talked about the reason, one of the reasons for putting in the veer is, and going under center with some more things, is the O-line was doing a really good job at the initial point of attack, but we weren't holding the blocks for as long as we needed to. This way they don't have to, and I think it kind of showed, and with the success we had Friday night in the run game, and I really expect to put up good yardage against Bonner Springs in the run game as well.
Well, we'll talk about the Bonner Springs Braves after we take this break. You're listening to Cyclone Pregame on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones.
Back here on Cyclone Pregame, talking with Coach Rob Hedrick as the Cyclones get set to take on the Bonner Springs Braves. Bonner comes into the night's action, Coach, with a record of 0-4, and some of their games have been similar scores to what Cyclone scores have been so far this season. But the Braves are always a bit of a wild card. You just never know exactly what you're going to get. I know last year we came into that game thinking we really had a good shot at this, but Bonner kind of took it to us.
Yeah, they had a very, very strong senior class last year with some kids that could really play, and they're a very young team this year. And the film we have, they've turned the ball over a lot. They're really having a hard time holding on to the ball, throwing a lot of interceptions. So obviously we need to do that ourselves is force some turnovers. Like I said, they've lost some. They've been getting beat pretty bad in a few of their games, but they played some good teams. So they have a lot of talent across the line, but we have to make. They're going to get, as I mentioned, such a youthful team. They're going to get better every week, and we have to continue to force that. We have to force them to continue to make those turnovers. We have to have them give us the ball a few times to help our cause, and we have to hold on to the ball ourselves.
Last year they had a really fine running back. That person's not around anymore. What do you expect to see from them offensively?
It's kind of the same look. They're going to go a spread set. They're going to run a lot of zone. They do run the ball quite a bit. They got a couple good running backs, good solid running backs, but they have a 6'6" receiver that they try to get the ball to quite a bit. But other than that, everything's based off the run game for them in their spread sets. So if we can take away the run game to an extent and make them throw the ball, I think that's what we need to do, and that's what we're going to try to do.
How about from the defensive side? What will they show you defensively?
We're seeing a lot. Everyone's going to this 4-3. I call it a 5-2, but it's a 3-4, and they walk their OLBs up on the line of scrimmage and try to bring a lot of pressure off the edge. We've countered that. We've got some things in place that we think we can take advantage of that with Noah, and then attacking them on the edge as well. So they're going to play a little softer coverage, what they've shown on film than we've seen in the last couple weeks. So that should help our edge passing game a little bit. But we're really going to focus on running the ball this week, and judging on the week of practice we had, I think we should be successful in the run game, and as long as we don't turn the ball over, I like our chances. I like our chances to win.
Kind of a big game for the Cyclones. You're actually playing a team below you on the 4A standings, and you want to make sure you keep that leg up on them at this point in time.
And we brought that up to the boys, because I always like, we got to you just got to play to compete, every week. But this is a big game for us because we win this, we're right in the middle of the pack in the 4A standings. With a lot of teams missing games, there are several 0-win teams, and we win this game, we're right in the middle of the pack, and that's big for trying to get a home playoff game and moving up the ladder. And every game is big for us, but this is a big one, like you said, in the terms of our state standings.
Yeah, it's a kind of an interesting time for the Cyclones. These next 3 ball games. You'd like to think you can play with Eudora. Lewisburg has had some problems with the COVID crisis, actually, and had to play with 15 players last week. So this may be an opportunity for the Cyclones to make some hay.
Oh, and we're going to try. It was a good week of practice. And we had a quarantine scare ourselves earlier in the week. And there Monday we were told that every kid that had played in JV last week was in quarantine, and they were for a day, and until some paperwork dates were corrected. So there for a day, we thought we were going into Bonner Springs with we had 13 varsity players, and we're gonna pull up a few freshmen. So we were in that boat, and it was exciting. So the kids were kind of excited. They thought they were going to get to play defense and offense both ways again, but thank goodness we got the whole team back.
And how about the injury situation, Coach?
We're a little banged up more than we've been all year, which is disappointing. Nate Livingston is still out. We lost Mason Faircloth last week in pregame, which is very disappointing. He was on his way to being a 2-way starter last week. Jared Ferguson is out, and then Jock Rucker is back, though. So we got Jock Rucker back, which is nice. He's going to help on both sides of the ball. So we're still missing some kids, but we got Jock back, so there's a big positive.
Okay, Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll talk with you again next week.
All right, thanks very much.
We will have more coming to your way from Steve Grogan Stadium after we take this time out. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Hi, it's Derek Chappell talking with you today about Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Kathy, Phil, and the staff at Sutton's Jewelry asked me to appeal to your creative side. So picture this. You've got those old jewelry pieces in a case you haven't opened in years. You take them out, blow the dust off, and drop them off at Sutton's Jewelry. Suddenly, that old ring becomes a new engagement ring. Those earrings are now part of a beautiful new necklace. Preserve the memory, but redesign the piece exactly as you want at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main. Now you know why they say you've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And back here at Steve Grogan Stadium as we get set for Ottawa versus Bonner Springs football. other games in the area tonight. First, let's start off with the ones we know will not be played. Wellsville at Eureka. That game has been tentatively rescheduled for October 6th, which is next Tuesday. Home tonight against West Franklin as the Falcons still looking for their first win on the year. Lewisburg is at Eudora this evening. Wildcats 2-2, while the Cardinals are 1-3. A pretty big game at Paola tonight. It's homecoming for the Panthers. They're hosting Wamego. Paola is 4-0 on the year, while Wamego comes into tonight's play 3-1. Osawatomie traveling to Hayden High School in Topeka tonight. Trojans still looking for their first victory, while the Hayden Wildcats are 3-1. A couple of 1-3 teams taking each other on over at Santa Fe Trail tonight, where the Chargers host the Ward Cyclones. And a pretty interesting matchup over in Linden tonight, where the Tigers also had to scramble to get a game, or I should say Anderson County and the Tigers had to, and Anderson County 3A school playing the 1A Linden Tigers tonight. Both those teams coming in to tonight's play 3-1. By the way, the Cyclones won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. Bonner Springs is going to receive the opening kickoff, and they're going to be moving from right to left as we see it. Jayhawk Lynn is at Osage City tonight. The Indians off to a good start. They're 3-1 on the year. Meridazine Valley is 2-2, and they host Lost Springs Center. And the Crest Lancers still unbeaten. They travel tonight to Waverly for an 8-man Division II football game. All the scores and reports from around the state of Kansas tonight on the high school football scoreboard show coming your way at 10 o'clock right here on KOFO. So the Cyclones will kick it off here to start the ball game. Deep for the Braves will be James Andruszewski. And let's see if I can make out the other number over there. Looks like Cortland Hervey is the other deep back for Bonner Springs as Reese Vogel tees the ball up. Pretty good crowd on hand. Of course, limited on both sides. you're not able to be here in person, we're certainly glad you're joining us on the radio or on KOFO.com tonight. No game of the week. That will actually be played on Tuesday between Wellsville and Eureka. Line drive kick to be fielded by Andrew Shesky at the 6. He drops it, picks it back up, and then is going to get it outside the 20 to near the 25-yard line before he's brought down. Cyclones say there's a fumble. Let's see what happened here. No official ruling as of yet. Cyclones said they came out of that thing with the football. And no, it will be Bonner Springs football. They'll start from their own 25. Quarterback is junior Jay Smith. Running back in the backfield with him is Peyton Parks. Out of the shotgun. Keeping is Smith off the right side, gets it across the 25, picks up maybe a yard before the Cyclones get there to stop him. Gain of 1 yard on the play, 2nd and 9. Trip receivers left, single man right. Parks on the carry off the right side, wrapped up as he gets to the 30. Picks up about 4, but a good one-on-one tackle made right there, and I believe that was Cale Lane. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Braves. Smith to throw out in the flat, has a man. The catch is made, and he's hit immediately. It will depend on the spot. They got it to the 35, and it'll be a first down for Bonner. Again, trip receivers left. Keeping is Smith. He'll turn the corner right side, break into the secondary, down the sidelines, and he's going to be run out of bounds finally in Ottawa territory and all the way down to the 37-yard line. Big hole that time for Smith, and he goes for 28 yards and a first down. Again, same play. Smith trying to turn the corner right. He gets it inside the 30 and then is pushed back. That's a gain of 8 yards on first down. Parks to the left of Smith. He'll get the call right up the middle, and he is near the first down, appears to have it inside the 27. So the Braves will move the chains, 1st and 10 at around the 26-yard line of Ottawa. 9:35 to play, first period, nothing, but Bonner Springs driving on their opening possession. High snap, keeping is Smith. He's got an opening. He's to the 20, 15, and down inside the 10. There was nobody over on the left side of the Cyclone defense. And there's a penalty flag down on the play. In the area where you would expect a hold, and I believe that's what the call is going to be. So 10-yard mark off from the spot of the foul. It'll be 1st and 19 back at the 35. Smith keeps it himself, stutter steps. He's inside the 30, now breaks to the outside, and wrapped up as he hits the original line of scrimmage back at the 26. Pickup of 9, second down and 10. Smith looking over to the sideline for the play call. Parks to his right and behind him. Smith will keep it himself again. He breaks tackles. He's inside the 20, still fighting his way forward. Cyclones can't bring him down. He's down to the 10. Now there's a flag thrown. Now that flag might be for assistance. Looked like the Bonner Springs players might have been grabbing the pile and kind of pulling it forward, but we'll see. Flag's thrown at the 16. Two officials conferring. Now they're headed over toward the Ottawa sideline. Holding called against Bonner Springs. And let's see, that'll move the ball back. They're going to be offsetting penalties, I guess. So it's still going to be second down, but second down at about 19. Smith looking to throw. Throws a deep ball down the far sideline. Pass up for grabs, and it is going to be knocked away. Cortland Hervey was the intended receiver that the Cyclone defender got there and did a good job to knock it away. Third and long for the Braves. Stops the clock with 8:06 to play in the first.
JD got you.
Three receivers left, one right. Ottawa showing blitz, keeping his Smith, trying to get around the corner. Now throws a deep ball, and the pass is caught, and it is a touchdown. Looked like the pass was caught by Carter Wiley. Smith rolled to his left, looked like he was going to run it, and then the last minute he threw it, and Wiley was wide open. Zach Reno will attempt the extra point. Good snap, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field with 7:58 to play in the first period. The score, Bonner Springs 7 and Ottawa nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa High School. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
"75-yard touchdown drive by the Braves. 35-yard touchdown pass from Jay Smith to Carter Wiley for the touchdown. Extra point attempt by Zach Reno. Cyclones are going to send back deep Colin Creech and Josue Navarro. Reno teeing up the ball. So now the Cyclones need to answer. Reno, pooch kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 38-yard line, so Ottawa's going to get good field position. Cyclones will start from their own 38. No, McCullough is the quarterback. The running back is Aaron Clevenger. They'll work from the shotgun, twin receivers each side. Keeping is McCullough off the left side, across the 40, and tiptoeing his way down the sideline and out of bounds finally at the 44 for a gain of 6. Ottawa went to a little bit more of a veer offense last week, and it was their most successful formation that they used. 2nd down and 4. This time McCullough under center. Handoff goes to Clevenger, and he'll be stopped short of the line of scrimmage. Third and 4. Linden has jumped out on top of Anderson County 7-0 Tigers early in the first period. Empty backfield this time on 3rd and 4. 3-man front for the Braves. McCullough looks to throw, throws across the middle, has his man, catch is made, and looks like he got a first down right at the 49-yard line. I think that was Wyatt Sink on the catch, but I can't say for sure. And now the official coming over to the Ottawa sideline. Stoppage for some reason, but I don't know why. We're going to get right back to action. First and 10 Ottawa at the 49 of the Cyclones. Up the middle, Clevenger has a nice hole, gets it inside Bonner Springs territory and down to the 46-yard line for a pickup of 5. West Franklin has jumped out on top of Humboldt. Falcons 7 and the Cubs 0. And Central Heights leads Horton 7-0 in that one. Here it's 7-0 Bonner Springs. 5:57 to play in the first. 2nd and 5. Keeping is McCullough, trying to turn the corner. He'll be hit and run out of bounds inside the 45. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 43 for a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Don't forget the high school football scoreboard show comes your way with Eric Peterson tonight at 10 o'clock here on KOFO. 3rd and 2, Ottawa. From the right hash mark. Running left is McCullough. He's got the first down inside the 40 to the 36. So a couple of first downs on this drive. Ottawa has it to the Bonner Springs 36. Three receivers right, single man left. Looks like that might be Navarro in the backfield. Little shovel pass to him. And he'll be run down from behind. Picks up a couple of yards. Marion Graves made the tackle, 2nd down and 8. This time McCullough will go under center. Looks like Zane Wooden is in the backfield now. He'll get the carry inside the 25, finding his way to the 24, maybe the 23. Check at 28. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Ottawa. They need to attain the 26. They're just inside the 29. Again, McCullough from under center. Wooden again on the quick hitter, and he's near the 1st down. Appears to have it inside the 26. Wooden following the blockers. Center right guard, and he picks up a Cyclone 1st down. Linden has scored again, 14-0. The Tigers lead Anderson County. Just 5 minutes gone in that ball game. 7-0 Bonner Springs here. Cyclones have it 1st and 10, just outside the 25. Option left, keeping is McCullough, cuts it up, 15, 10, 5, and horse collared, but into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
McCullough, the ball carrier for the Cyclones.
So Ottawa High answers back. There was a flag on the play, and I think it almost would have had to have been for a horse collar tackle. They're going to wave that off. Reese Vogel will try the extra point. McCullough with the hold. And a kick is up, and it's good. Timeout on the field with 3:32 to play, 1st period, and we're all tied up, 7-7. Kickoff coming your way in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Ottawa High with a nice 62-yard drive, their longest of the season, I believe. And they score on a 26-yard run by the quarterback, Noah McCullough. Back deep will be Hervey and Andrew Chesky for the Braves. Next week, Ottawa home to take on Eudora. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 pregame, right after Friday Night Lights. Line drive kick. Andrew Shesky is going to have it go over his head. He recovers into the end zone, or looked like he was into the end zone, but has to bring it out. Now trying to turn the corner out near the 15. Still on his feet, broke another tackle, and finally hit hard at the 22. That ball took a high hop, and Andrew Jeske had it go over his head. He ran it down and actually made a pretty good return out of it. Bonner Springs will start at the 22. Bonner went 75 yards with their opening possession. Let's see if Ottawa's made some adjustments defensively. Handoff Parks looking for an opening left side, and he will be gaining about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Smith, the quarterback, he's going to send a man in motion right. It's a throw, sets up a bubble screen, and catch made, and out near the 28-yard line before he's brought down. Gain of 5 yards on that play, 3rd and 3. 7-7 tie, 2:22 to play, first period. Smith keeps it himself off the right side. It's open again. He's got the first down, out across the 35 to around the 38. There is nobody out there defensively for Ottawa. Spot will be at the 37, 1st and 10. At the end of one, Hayden leads Osawatomie 8-0 in Topeka tonight. Handoff goes to Parks. Big hole off the right side, and Parks out near midfield before he is tripped up. 12-yard gain, and Bonner Springs will move the chains. And inside handoff this time, nothing doing for Parks as the Cyclones smother him at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, 3 receivers split left this time. Keeping is Smith. He looks for an opening, breaks tackles, and he's near first down yardage at the 41. Looks like he got the first down, but we'll see what the official says. They're going to call a measurement. No OU football tomorrow. It's my understanding the Braves may not play next week also, but I don't know if that's been made official yet or not. But you can always listen to the Kessinger Show live from Primetime Grill each Tuesday night with Bob Johnson and Coach Kessinger. Bonner does get the first down. At the Ottawa 41, inside a minute to go in the first period. Handoff goes to Parks, tripped up, lost the football, scramble for it. Bonner Springs got it back. It'll be 2nd and 10 upcoming.
So that last one,
Looks like the Braves may let the clock run out here. That is the end of the first quarter of play with the score. Ottawa 7, Bonner Springs 7. We're back with the second period in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-02. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
7-7 tie as we move to the second period. Bonner Springs has its 2nd and 10 at the Ottawa 41. Jay Smith, the quarterback. Marion Graves is the running back in this set. Running right is Smith, and a flag is thrown. Bonner Springs could be called for a hold, but Smith got nothing anyway, and it'll be interesting to see if the Cyclones accept this penalty or perhaps decline it, as it looks like there might be a loss on the play of a couple of yards. Hold against the Braves, and the Cyclones will take the penalty. That time, Ottawa did a good job of defending that keeper. It's now 2nd and 22. Running left this time is Smith. He'll throw, has a man, and the pass is complete out there to Wiley, and Wiley gets it back inside Cyclone territory at the 45-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 14. Early second period, 7-7 tie. Rolling right is Smith, looking to throw. Now we'll pull it down, and he gets it inside the 40, but that's about it. So it'll be a 4th and long 8. Big play early in this one here. 4th down and 8. Smith, straight drop, looking, throwing deep down the middle of the field, and the pass is going to be caught. Touchdown.
That was the wrong read, and it was a great throw, man. He did. And JD looked at
Jaden Robinson broke free of the secondary and hauled in a perfect pass from Jay Smith. And that is not something you could allow happen on 4th down and 8. Reno will try the extra point. And the kick is good. There is timeout on the field with 10:54 to play before halftime. The score is Bonner Springs 14, Ottawa 7. And we'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
78-yard drive by Bonner Springs, and they score on 4th and 8, 39-yard touchdown pass. From Smith, his second of the night, this time to Jaden Robinson. Well, the Cyclones answered the last time. Let's see if they can do it again. Eudora leads Lewisburg 6-0 early second period. At the end of one quarter, Santa Fe Trail and Bishop Ward tied 7 apiece. Another little pooch kick, this one grounded, and the ball is recovered by the Cyclones. It hit an Ottawa player, bounced forward, but right into the waiting arms of, let's see if we can see who that was. Looks like it was Zeton Vink, the freshman. So Ottawa will get it at the 33. McCullough and Clevenger in the backfield. Hand off to Clevenger, lost the football, but got it back somehow and managed to pick up a yard. It popped straight up in the air, but he was able to corral it before he was hit. But now there's an injured Cyclone, and that may be Clevenger down. West Franklin has scored again. They lead Humboldt 15-0. That game early second period. Injured Cyclone on the field, being helped to his feet. And that is indeed Aaron Clevenger. Looks like he's okay. He walks off without any help. Second and 9 for the Cyclones. Single receiver split to each side. Cullah takes the snap, hands it off, and Bonner Springs broke through. Both Jaden Flores and Brandon Sanders were in the Cyclones' backfield, and they stopped Zane Wooden for a 2-yard loss, 3rd and 11. Another score for Linden, 21-0 Tigers over Anderson County. Third and 11, rolling right is McCullough. He looks to throw. He's throwing a deep ball, and he overthrows his intended receiver at the 35-yard line. Looked like that was Reese Fogel maybe on as the intended receiver. And the Cyclones will have to punt it away. Wooden is on to punt. Late player coming on for Ottawa, but still 16 on the play clock. Rugby-style kick, far sideline, and it's going to take a Cyclone roll inside the Bonner Springs 40 and roll down to the 36. 32-yard punt, no return. Cyclone defense needs to get it going. Bonner Springs leads by 7 with 9:35 to play here in the second period. Another score for the Central Heights Vikings. The Vikings rolling 21-0 over Horton, that game with 4:20 to play in the first half. At the end of one, Paola leads Wamego 14-0 over at Paola tonight. Smith and Parks in the backfield. Looking to throw. Smith throws it deep, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Trying it long down the far sideline, and ball falling incomplete. On second down 10, running right is Smith, and he breaks the corner. He gets it into Ottawa territory and is down at the 49. Creech made the tackle, but not before Smith picks up the first down at the Ottawa 48. Handoff, big hole right up the middle for Parks. He gets it down to the 43 before he's wrestled to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5. Three receivers left, one right. Off the left guard, it's Smith, bouncing off of Cyclone defenders like a pinball, and he's got the first down near the 36. Last week, the Cyclones had trouble tackling. They're struggling with that again here tonight. In motion is Hervey. He'll get it on the jet sweep. 35, 30, down to the sidelines, and out of bounds inside the 15 at the 13. Cortland Hervey with a gain of 23. On first down, Smith calls his own number, gets it down inside the 10 for a gain of about 2 yards. .7:36 to play before halftime. Cyclones need a stop here. Smith running right, cuts it inside now, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bonner Springs.
What happened on that power field when it actually got vortex, so kind of that problem we had. Sorry, it's okay. I mean,
Reno will try the extra point.
We got that one second, we didn't know what to do with them. That makes sense. James, how you think it's double with Tony?
And his kick is good. 7:19 to play in the first half. Bonner Springs now on top, 21-7, and we'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert, today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
This time the Braves go 64 yards, and Smith scoring on the ground this time, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Cyclones now in a hole, 21-7. Ottawa's going to go with a single deep man this time. They're going to put more men in that 15 to 20-yard range, which is where Reno's been kicking the football. And another pooch kick, and looks like we have an offside. So that one's coming back. It's probably a good thing because Ottawa did not field that kick cleanly.
Tell Charlie he has a free release to run where he will be and not where he's at. That makes sense.
So 5-yard penalty. We'll push it back to the 35 for the kick. It's Mason Sprague who is kicking off this time. Bonner Springs actually has 3 men listed as kickers on their roster. This time a high, deep kick. Navarro at the 15. Navarro at the 25, looking to get outside, does. He's to the 40. He's all the way to the 42 before he's run out of bounds. Check it out. I'm sorry, it's Tiernan Reed Cox with the kickoff return, and a nice one. And the Cyclones will have good field position at the 42.
We're going to double, or you're going to solo ball.
Wooden's in the backfield. At least it appears to be Wooden. To throw McCullough. Now the flat, picked off. Intercepted by Marion Graves. And that was a poor decision by Noah McCullough right there. As Graves was right there in front of the intended receiver. And the first turnover of the night goes Bonner Springs' way. They'll have it at the Cyclone 43. Lewisburg has tied it up against Eudora 8-8. Smith, the quarterback, parks to his left. Smith running left, looking to throw, now pulls it down, 40, and buries his head and gets it to the 37. Central Heights all over Horton, 35-0. That game is just starting the second period. So big night for the Vikings up in Northeast Kansas. Second down, 5. Smith keeps it himself, hitting the backfield, stopped for a loss. Loss back to the 41 will bring up a 3rd and 8.
I'm pulling
Cyclones showing blitz straight up the middle. Pass is going to be caught. And looks like he's got the first down. Looks like that's Wiley across the way. Just a little button hook run by Wiley, and he gets the first down at the 31. Bubble screen set up to Hervey. Hervey looking for blockers down the sidelines, and he is going to be out of bounds at the 24 after a gain of 7. Second down 3, 5:35 to play in the half. Handoff goes to Parks up the middle, and he has got the first down inside the 20. Another touchdown for Linden. They lead Anderson County 34-0. Still 6 minutes to play in the first half. First and 10 at the Cyclone 19. Running left is Smith. And he gets a block, gets it inside the 15 down to around the 13. Looks like there might be a flag down in the center of the field at the 17-yard line. They'll actually spot this foul at the 20, and it's going to be a hold. First and 21 now back at the 30. Another touchdown for West Franklin. The Falcons rolling 21-0 over Humboldt. Hervey on the end around, doesn't have much this time, gets it inside the 30, and he's upended. And as it has been all, another flag thrown, this time a dead ball foul thrown in the Bonner Springs backfield. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Braves. Pushes it all the way back to the 44-yard line. It'll be second down and 35 now. Smith out of the shotgun. Rolling right is Smith. He looks to throw, throws a deep ball for Hervey, and it's off his hands at the 10-yard line. Third and long coming up. Again, out of the shotgun. Smith, lots of time, throws it up for grabs down the sideline, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended again for Hervey, and Ottawa had good coverage on it. So what the Braves elect to do here, looks like they're going to send in Sprague, so they're going to punt it. 4:40 to play before half. It's 21-7 Bonner Springs. Cyclones do have a man back deep. Sprague. High kick, takes the Bonner Springs roll, and will roll down to the 16 for a kick of 28 yards. No return. Ottawa will have it first and 10 there.
The one chairman guy, he actually did a great job initially, and just he doesn't mess with him. He's doing his job. Yeah, he just perfect.
Cyclones have all three of their timeouts remaining. Had a good opening drive, covering 62 yards for a score, but since that time, they've had to punt, and they have thrown an interception. McCullough will work from under center. He'll try to keep it, turn in the corner, and two Braves players in the backfield. One of them trips McCullough up for a loss of 1.5 yards. Back to around the 14. Let's call it a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Reverse across the 25 and near a first down at the 26-yard line. It looked like Navarro, but we'll double check the number. I believe it was Navarro. Just shy of the first down by about 1 yard. Well, they're going to say it is a first down. So Cyclones move the chains, stops the clock momentarily with 3:46 to play in the half. 3 receivers right, 1 left in this set. McCullough rolling right, looks to run it, and he's going to be hit and dropped after a yard and a half, maybe 2 yard gain to the 28.
I'm looking at it right now. No.
And there was a penalty flag, and it's a hold against Ottawa.
Bottom of the numbers and the sideline. He's like halfway in between the bottom of the numbers and the sideline. Yeah. That's it. I mean, if he just stays on the bottom of the numbers, I'm on 67.
Pushed it all the way back to the 14, where it's now 1st and 22. The pass is McCullough. He completes to Navarro. Navarro gets it out near the 25. And again, we'll double check on the number. Yeah, that might have been Creech. Again, we apologize. It's just so difficult to read black numerals on red jerseys. Pickup of 11. They cut the gap in half. 2nd and 11. Empty backfield this time. And a whistle. And let's see, the official wanting the clock really should be running. 3-man front for Bonner. McCullough throw. Steps up, throws low, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and 11. Stops the clock with 2:21 to play in the half. Ottawa needs to get it to the 36. Blitz coming. Rolling away from it is McCullough. Now has to scramble, looking for some running room. Graves missed him. He's to the 25. McCullough across the 30 and out to the 31. He needed 10, and he got 5 of it. And now we have a timeout called for by the Braves. The timeout will come with 2:03 to play in the first half. Bonner Springs leads Ottawa 21-7. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Ottawa Chiropractic is ready to help with your chiropractic needs and implementing strict cleaning regimes for your family's health and safety. And speaking of family, Ottawa Chiropractic encourages family visits. Children can experience body trauma from jumping and tumbling, bouncing and bumping, but young bodies may also look to chiropractic care to improve chronic ear infection or sleep disturbance. Find out more. Call for your family appointment today at 785-242-BACK. That's 242-BACK. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 till 6, Tuesday and Friday, 7 till 11.
Ottawa facing a 4th and 5. Would they dare try it here? All right. This is not really what I would consider to be a punting formation, but Wooden is in the ball game, and he is deep at about the 22. And the kick is blocked. It is picked up and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon Sanders.
Rugby style, is that a block there? Or is that just regular defense? You know, real quick, lose belly. He's all fight. He's playing tag right now. I can't find him on the sideline right now.
So Bonner gets a touchdown on special teams, and Reno will try to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good. Stops the clock with 1:55 to play in the first half. The score is now Bonner Springs 28 and Ottawa 7. We'll return in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Now that you're out and about again, there's a better chance you may need us sooner than later. At CarStar Ottawa, our lobby is open and we're ready to take care of your vehicle with convenient and trustworthy repairs. Call 242-8916 CarStar. Stay safe and relax. We'll take it from here.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
We had it 17 yards on the block punt return by Brandon Sanders, with the extra point making it 28-7 as Reno will kick it off. Bonner Springs has kicked it deep only once here tonight. I believe that's Tiernan Reed Cox back deep. This is a little pooch kick far side and caught at the 31-yard line. Now Ottawa really needs to get the ball down the field here and get a score. They get the second half kickoff, but to get back into this one, they've got some work to do. Halftime in Topeka. Topeka Hayden leads Osawatomie tonight 29-0. McCullough will work from under center here. And he lost the football, and it's going to be recovered by Bonner Springs. Looking for option left. He dropped the football. Aiden Wilson picked it up. And with 1:48 to play before halftime, Bonner Springs has the short field at the Ottawa 28. Braves will come up 1st and 10 with twin receivers to each side of the field. Handoff goes to Parks, finds a bit of a hole on the right side, gets it down to the 25, just inside the 25-yard line for a pickup of, let's call it 4. They'll go without a huddle. Smith over toward the sidelines. He's going to roll right, looking to throw. Throws, has a man wide open, and a catch made, and he's all the way down inside the 5-yard line. I don't believe that person's on our roster that we have. I'll check that. I guess it's Wiley, number 10. So first and goal at the 4. Smith, right up the middle, hit at the 3 and stopped right there. Second and goal at the 3. Inside a minute to play in the half. Smith hands it off to Parks. Parks gets it to the 2. Third and goal. The clock continues to tick down. 37 seconds to play in the half. Smith looking over to the sidelines for the play call. And now Bonner Springs is going to use a timeout. With 27 seconds to play in the second period, they lead at 28-7. And check that. What are we doing here? There was no timeout. Down to 20 seconds to go in the half. And now timeout is called with 18 seconds to play in the half. So that will take our break. 30 seconds as Bonner Springs leads Ottawa 28-7. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Dribble in and shoot your way to success with ORC Youth Basketball, or show your team spirit with ORC Youth Cheer. Register online or in person by November 19th, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Bonner Springs stops the clock with 18 seconds to play in the half. They've got plenty of time for a couple of plays, and still one timeout remaining, of course. They face a third and goal just inside the 3-yard line. Smith has a different back behind him this time. Handoff goes, and nothing there this time for Jeremiah Ledbetter. So now Bonner Springs will have to use their final timeout. It'll be 4th and goal. Clock runs down to second and at 8/10. I think they'll put a little bit more time back on there. We'll take a timeout with the score 28-7, back in 30. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
And just back to action here, and Bonner Springs elects to kick the field goal. Zach Reno puts it through the uprights as time runs out here in the first half of play. The score at halftime is Bonner Springs 31 and Ottawa 7. And we'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa High School. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card. Available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
New appliances mean a family recipe simmering on the stove and fresh sheets in the dryer. At the Home Depot, they also mean saving even more on your next appliance. Samsung brings innovation to your kitchen and laundry room. And right now, we'll bring it right to your door, delivered free. Bring style and function home with fall savings on your next Samsung appliance at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Free delivery on purchases $396 or more, valid through October 21st, U.S. only.
Halftime here at Steve Grogan Stadium, and Bonner Springs leads Ottawa 31-7. Cyclones continue to make mistakes, and it has cost them dearly here in this first half as they are down by 24. Bonner Springs drove the ball 75 yards on their opening possession, scored on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Jay Smith to Carter Wiley. Zach Reno tacked on the extra point to make it 7-0. Ottawa answered with a fine drive of their own. They took it 62 yards for the score. Noah McCullough on the quarterback keeper for the final 26. Reese Fogel with the extra point, 7-7 at the 3:32 mark of the first period. The Bonner Springs on a 4th and 8 scored on a 39-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Jaden Robinson early in the second period. Reno's extra point made it 14-7. Then after an Ottawa punt, the Braves went 64 yards for a touchdown. Smith on the ground this time covered the final 10 yards, and Reno's extra point made it 21-7. And then late in the first half, Cyclones with 2 bad mistakes. A blocked punt returned by Brandon Sanders for 17 yards and a touchdown. And then after Ottawa fumbled on its first play from scrimmage after the kickoff, Bonner Springs took it down. They couldn't punch it into the end zone, but did manage to get a 20-yard field goal by Zach Reno as time ran out, and that is where we stand here at the half with Bonner on top of Ottawa by the score of 31-7. We'll send it back to the station for a 2-minute break and then a report from the KOFO newsroom and the KOFO Weather Center. 31-7, Bonner Springs at halftime. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Let's Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert, today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
When you needed your mom, she was always there with the Vicks Vapor Rub. She used that soothing scent to calm you. And her mom used it to calm her. And her mom, well, you get the idea. Vicks Vapor Rub's always been there. It always made you feel better. And today, it still does. Bring back those childhood memories with the comfort and care only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, family tradition for a reason.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? Yes. It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Hoy es miércoles y el clima está muy bueno afuera.
Now try Babbel for free. Just go to babbel.com to start learning a new language today. That's BABBEL.com.
Here is your Friday evening news update. A lot of cities have suffered mightily in the past several months as the pandemic took over the economy, but at least for the time being, it looks like the city of Ottawa has come through in flying colors. City Manager Richard Neinstedt credits the city staff as well as the people of Ottawa.
Our finances have stayed strong with little degradation, unlike some other cities around us. A lot of that is because of your staff and keeping an eye on expenditures, and a lot of it is because of your citizens who have decided to shop in the community during this period of COVID and not traveling outside the community.
He was giving a report to county commissioners at a recent commission study session. The Kansas Supreme Court has adopted Rule 124 to allow courts to collect contact information from witnesses and potential jurors who volunteer it to help with case processing, scheduling, or participation in a hearing or trial. Contact information will include current mailing address, phone number, and email address. The contact information is not a public record under the Kansas Open Records Act, and it will not be disclosed to anyone outside the courts. Courts will use the contact information as a service to potential jurors and witnesses. It may be used to remind witnesses to appear or to alert jurors of last-minute instructions for reporting. The rule will also help prevent unnecessary trips to the courthouse in the event a hearing is canceled or rescheduled. Supreme Court Rule 124 includes provisions for retaining and ultimately disposing of contact information courts collect. Kansas collected nearly $73 million more in taxes than expected in September, suggesting that its economy is bouncing back faster than the state had initially anticipated, though officials still warned that the recovery is fragile. The coronavirus pandemic's arrival in Kansas in March scrambled the state's financial picture, leading to a statewide stay-at-home order that Governor Laura Kelly kept in place for 5 weeks. State officials and university economists then slashed the state's revenue projections in April, creating a projected shortfall in the state budget. The financial picture has since brightened with better than anticipated tax collections during 5 of the past 6 months. The exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast for tonight, a 20% chance of showers after 3 a.m. It'll be overcast, the low 47. Tomorrow, overcast early on, then clearing sunshine by afternoon with a high of 66. And that brings you up to date. I'm Don Elliott, KOFO News.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Go Cyclones! Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. But your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-991-1755. That's 800-991-1755 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Your call is completely anonymous. Remember, the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-991-1755. That's 800-991-1755 today. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne & Partners, LLC.
Back here at the half, where Bonner Springs leads Ottawa 31-7. Let's take a look at other scores around the area. First of all, games that were canceled for tonight. Spring Hill at DeSoto. DeSoto's actually playing McPherson tonight, and that was a good ball game being played over at Washburn Rural High School. But DeSoto and Spring Hill was canceled. Spring Hill will not play next week as well. Perry Lecompton at Baldwin. I think Perry Lecompton has a game also that they picked up, but Baldwin has been in quarantine now for the past 2 weeks. Hopefully they'll get back to action next week. The Piper-Tonganoxie game scheduled for tonight was at least postponed. There was the hope that they could get that game in tomorrow if the Wyandotte County Health Office cleared the Pirates to play. And, of course, Wellsville and Eureka, we knew we weren't going to have that one tonight. It's scheduled for Tuesday. And it's actually our KOFO game of the week, and we'll have that for you after the Ken Kessinger show, from what I understand, on Tuesday evening. Scores that we have: Central Heights 49, Horton nothing. That's in late second period. At the half, West Franklin, big surprise here. The Falcons winless coming into the night's play, shutting out Humboldt 27-0. It's Lewisburg 8, Eudora 8 in the second period. At halftime, Paola leads Wamego 34-0. Hayden leads Osawatomie 29-0 at halftime. Santa Fe Trail and Bishop Ward tie it at 21. That's a halftime score. The last score we had on Linden and Anderson County, the Tigers all over the Bulldogs, 34-0. And no score to report to you on Jayhawk Lynn at Osage City, Lost Springs Center at Meridazine Valley, or Crest at Waverly. Tonight at 10 o'clock, it's the high school football scoreboard show with your host, Eric Peterson. He'll get you up to date on all the scores from around the state of Kansas right here on KOFO. At halftime, 31-7, Bonner Springs with the lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
In uncertain times, you can be certain of this. The Salvation Army is serving those most in need with help and hope. Thanks to your donations, the Salvation Army is helping those affected by COVID-19. those who've lost wages, who have no home to retreat to, who need food, help with utilities, and most of all, hope. To see how you can continue to make a difference, visit GiveWestwood.org. GiveWestwood.org.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Wash your hands.
Cover your cough.
Keep your distance.
Stay home.
Help stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
We're all in this
together.
And being together apart is how we'll all come out healthy and safe.
A reminder from your friends at 1220
and 103.7 FM.
KOFO.
Bonner Springs back out on the field. We're still waiting the Cyclones. Let's take a look at the Ottawa High sports calendar because it's a busy one this week. Volleyball has their own quadrangular tomorrow at the high school, while they will host Baldwin in a duel on Monday and then come right back and play again on Tuesday. So the quad tomorrow plus matches on Monday and Tuesday at home, and then a triangular at Leavenworth on Thursday. Cross country runs at the Baldwin Invitational tomorrow and then travels to Lewisburg for a meet on Thursday. Girls tennis team will be at the Pico West Invitational tomorrow, and they will have a triangular meet at Baldwin on Monday. Girls golf plays in Garnett at the Anderson County Invitational on Monday afternoon, and boys soccer will be home to Bonner Springs on Tuesday, on the road at Tonganoxie on Thursday. So let's look at the Cyclone sports calendar. Again, no Ottawa University football tomorrow. Braves still in quarantine at this point and trying to get back onto the gridiron just as soon as possible. The sports calendar is rather thin. We have on it Sunday through Tuesday, golf will be at the KCAC Match Play Championships. That'll be out in Dodge City. And cross country, I believe, runs tomorrow someplace, but what I have on my calendar is they run at Bethel on Friday the 9th. So we're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout, come back with the second half kickoff. Bonner Springs leads Ottawa 31-7, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. But your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-991-1755. That's 800-991-1755 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Your call is completely anonymous. Remember, the bankruptcy court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-991-1755. That's 800-991-1755 today. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne & Partners, LLC.
Bonner Springs leads 31-7. Jay Smith with 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Bonner also scoring on a 17-yard return of a blocked punt by Brandon Sanders and a 20-yard field goal right at the end of the first half by Zach Reno, who has also tacked on 4 extra points. Ottawa will get the second half kickoff, but they're going to have to change some things up, especially defensively, as Bonner has drives in the first half of 75, 78, and 64 yards. Next week, Cyclones are at home to the Eudora Cardinals. The 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 for the State Farm, Keith King State Farm Insurance pregame show, and that follows the weekly Friday Night Lights program that gets underway at 6. Tiernan Reed Cox will drop back deep for Ottawa, but Bonner's only kicked it deep one time here tonight. Reno has teed it up. Ground ball kick this time. It's on the ground. The Cyclones covered at the 46. So Ottawa with excellent field position to start this drive. But trailing by 24 here to start the second half. Clevenger, the running back, behind McCullough, the quarterback, twin receivers each side. Hand off to Clevenger off the left side, fighting his way forward for a couple out near the 48. Give him a gain of 3, second down and 7. Cyclones taking a little bit of time in the huddle that time, but now ready. To throw out in the flat. The pass is going to be caught and a loss on the play. That pass complete. And let's see who it was that made the catch. It was Reed Cox. He loses a couple, third down and 9. In the third quarter, Osage City 52, Jayhawk Lynn nothing. Third and 9 Cyclones, 10 seconds on the play clock. And looks like somebody jumped early. Flags are thrown. Offside on Bonner Springs. So now third and 4. Navarro appears to be in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and he does not get the first down. He's smothered after maybe a yard gain. And it'll be fourth down at about 3. Down 24. Looks like Ottawa's going to go for it. Clevenger comes back in. A little bit of confusion. Cyclones send twin receivers right and the single man left. Play clock down to 7. McCullough looking to throw. Out in the flat, he's got a man. Catch made, 40, down the sidelines and all the way inside the 30. Hayden Dury on the catch. He was wide open in the flat, and the Cyclones moved the chains. This time the Cyclones will send 3 receivers out to the right, and Navarro back in the backfield. Rolling right is McCullough. He'll turn the corner, looking to get outside. He's to the 20 and out of bounds. No, McCullough using his speed to get to the outside, and he picks up a first down at the 17. Ottawa comes up, 9:05 to play third period. They trail 31-7. Again, Navarro in the backfield, lined up to the left of McCullough. And the ball is dropped, picked up by Navarro. Navarro will lose yardage, but fortunately he was back there. As looked like breaking through for Bonner Springs was Sanders. He hit McCullough, who dropped the football, but Navarro was able to pick it up, but a loss back to the 24, and it'll be second down and 17. Out of the shotgun. McCullough throws, has a man in the flat, but he dropped it. Jose Richards, the intended receiver, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be up at third down and long. In case you folks are interested, DeSoto and McPherson, I mentioned this earlier, are playing tonight in Topeka, and DeSoto is all over the Bullpups, 34-14. Here it's 31-7 Bonner Springs. Cyclones facing a 3rd and 17 at the Bonner Springs 24. Lots of time for McCullough, looking for somebody to break open. Now he's going to run it, and he'll only get it back to the original line of scrimmage, if that, and it'll be a 4th down situation. Good coverage by the Braves. And let's see what Ottawa does. Looks like they may send the field goal unit on here. The kick will be from the right hash mark, and it'll be a 35-yard attempt for Reese Vogel. Good snap. Vogel's kick is up, and the kick is no good, wide to the left. Bonner Springs will take over with 8:11 to play in the third. And the Cyclones still down 31-7. Bonner will have it at the 25 after the touchback for all intents and purposes. Officials are conferring now. And now they'll change their minds and they'll move it back to the 20. I believe that's the right call. On a punt into the end zone, the ball's out to the 20. Ottawa had it inside the 20 as the line of scrimmage. Jay Smith on first down will hand it off to the deep back Parks, and Parks gets a couple out to around the 22.5. Most of the damage tonight has been done by the quarterback Smith, just a junior. He has 2 touchdown passes and a run for a score. 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself up the middle, finds the hole. He's across the 30, has the first down out to the 32. Into the third quarter, Eudora and Lewisburg, 8-8. Good ball game up at Eudora tonight. And off the Parks, finds a bit of an opening on the right side, but he's tripped up after he gets out to the 35. 2nd and 7 for the Braves. Clock is running, 6:53 to play in the third. Bonner Springs on top, 31-7. Keeping is Smith. Gets it out near the 40. Nice tackle made, one-on-one there by Tiernan Reed Cox. 3rd down and a couple. Smith into Parks. He has the first down across the 42. Need a couple, got about 3. Linden has scored again. They lead Anderson County tonight, 42-0. Big statement made by the Linden Tigers against a 3A opponent. First and 10, Bonner Springs. Keeping is Smith. Turning the corner to left, 45, and out to around midfield before he's run out of bounds. Gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3. Trip receivers right, single man left. Parks gets the carry. He gets the first down at the Cyclone 46. The drive started at the 20. They're at the Ottawa 46 now. Blitz coming up the middle. Keeping is Smith. Ducks his head and gets a few yards to the 42, but there's a flag on the play. Holding call against Bonner. So the 10-yard mark off will push it back into Braves territory at the 42. Smith calls his own number, trying to get around the left corner, and picks up positive yardage, but only out to around the 49. It'll be now 2nd down and 15. Smith to throw, out the flat, off the hands of the intended receiver. Looked like Alex Amayo was the intended receiver. 3rd down, long now. Option right. He'll throw it out in the flat. The catch made. Getting it to the 45 of Ottawa and fighting his way forward for more. And he's all the way down to the 39. Goes James Andruszewski. And it'll be 4th down and 3. 4th and 4, actually. They're going to spot him at the 40-yard line. No, check that, 39. So 4th down, 3. And now Bonner Springs will use a timeout. 4:45 to play in the third period. Bonner Springs leads 31-7, and we're back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
Water Springs faces a 4th and 3 at the Cyclone 39. They have scored one touchdown already tonight on a 4th and 8 from the 39-yard line, as a matter of fact. 39-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Jaden Robinson. Parks is back in the game at the running back spot. In motion comes Hervey, and a fumble on the play, and it really won't matter who recovered it. It's short of the first down. The Braves got it back, but Ottawa will get the football on downs. Looked like they were trying a direct snap to Hervey, who was racing by. So Ottawa has it at their own 39 to start this drive. They got it all the way down to the 17 on the opening drive of the half, but missed a field goal wide to the left. Out of the shotgun. And now Rob Hedrick's going to have to burn a timeout right here. 4:42 to play in the third. It's Bonner Springs 31, Ottawa 7. We'll return in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Napa know-how.
Get all the quality parts you need at your locally owned Napa. Because right now, when you order from Napa online, you can pick up curbside at your local store in just 30 minutes. Or get your order delivered direct to your door with free one-day shipping on over 160,000 quality parts when you spend $35 or more. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating stores, standard ground shipping and exclusions apply.
Ottawa starts the drive here at the 39-yard line. They did score from Paola. At the end of three quarters, Panthers lead the Wamego Raiders 48-0. McCullough, flag thrown. Looks like may have had a false start, possibly. Actually, a Brave player lined up offside, so a 5-yard mark off, and that's about a 6-yard mark off. They might want to rethink that. Looks like the Cyclones got an extra yard on that mark off. It's supposed to be 1st and 5. We're going to call it 1st and 4. Under center. Blitz being shown. Inside handoff and nothing there. And so 2nd down and 4. Bonner Springs took control of this game in the second period, especially late in the second when they scored 10 points in the last 2 minutes. Ottawa comes up on 2nd and 4, single receivers each side. Wings each side as well. And what was that? Delay, and looked like nobody really knew what they were doing, and McCullough finally kept the football and got it back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. So 3rd and 4. Cyclones will come up with 3 receivers right and a couple left, empty backfield. McCullough looks to throw, rolls right, decides to keep it, has the first down into Bonner Springs territory, still on his feet to the 45. So Ottawa has it in Braves territory, 1st and 10 at the 45. Anderson County has finally gotten on the board at Linden, but they still trail the Tigers 42-6. 1st and 10, looks like Navarro now in the backfield. Option left. McCullough cuts it up, gets it inside the 40, down to the 36 for a gain of about 9. Option right. McCullough pitches this time to Navarro. Puts on the afterburners. He's to the 30. He's to the 25. So 1st and 10 Ottawa. They'll mark it at the 24-yard line. Check the 25. McCullough to throw. Throws it deep into the end zone. Man open. Can he get there? No, he could not make the catch. Had a step on the defender. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Lewisburg has scored. They have taken the lead on Eudora 14-8. That game in the 4th. Second and 10, empty backfield. McCullough with time, now rolling right, looking, throwing. Had a man, but the pass falls incomplete. So now a 3rd down and 10. That game over in Eudora, just 4:40 to play now. Lewisburg with the lead, 14-8. Option left. McCullough turned the corner. 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. Vogel in to try the extra point. And Vogel's kick is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field with 1:40 to play in the 3rd period. It's now Bonner Springs 31, Ottawa 14, and we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Vicks is curious. Did you know you had a bath in your house? You did? Huh. Well, here's another question. Want to de-stress? Because Vicks VapoBath Crystals help you relax. With the soothing scent of Vicks Vapors, Vicks VapoBath transforms into time to help you unwind. And these days, we all need to unwind. So make de-stressing part of your routine and transform your bath with Vicks VapoBath Crystals. Find them in a store near you.
Ottawa goes 61 yards for the touchdown. 2nd run of the night for a score by Noah McCullough. This one covering 25 yards. The Cyclones will kick it off. Hervey's back deep, along with Andrzejewski. And onside kick covered by the Braves at the Bonner Springs 49. Ottawa went with a quick kick as soon as the official blew the whistle ready for play, but good job by the up mat for Bonner Springs to cover it. So excellent field position with 1:38 to play in the third for Bonner Springs. On first down, running right is Smith. Gets it out to midfield, but he'll stop there. Ottawa kind of crept up there from wherever that safety was. That's Lane, I believe, that kind of sniffed that one out and kind of got into the hole and stopped Smith for just a yard gain. Trying to turn the corner to left, and Smith tripped up as he gets into Ottawa territory down to the 43, and it'll be a 3rd and 2 coming up. Blitz coming. Hand off to Parks. Parks, he might have gotten there, but I don't think so. Looks like he stopped about a yard short. So 4th and 1. Bonner may let the clock run out here in the third period. Still kind of a dicey situation to go for it on 4th down and 1 in this spot on the field. But that will end the third quarter with the score. Bonner Springs 31 and Ottawa 14. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Napa know-how.
Get all the quality parts you need at your locally owned Napa. Because right now, when you order from Napa online, you can pick up curbside at your local store in just 30 minutes. Or get your order delivered direct to your door. Free one-day shipping and over 160,000 quality parts when you spend $35 or more. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating stores, standard ground shipping and exclusions apply.
Every 16 minutes, someone dies on our nation's highways, resulting in thousands of fatalities a year. You can help stop this tragedy. Buckle up. Buckle up everyone in the vehicle. Wear helmets. Pay attention and reduce distractions. While October 10th is Put the Brakes on Fatalities Day, we need you to think about traffic safety every day. Don't let time run out.
Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and this station.
12 minutes to go. Bonner Springs has the ball 4th down and a little bit more than a yard. And they will go for it here. Two running backs in front of Smith. He'll go right up the middle, and he's got the first down and tripped up as he crosses the 40, but just too good of a push that time by the O-line of the Braves. And they will move the chains. High school football scoreboard show coming your way in about an hour here on KOFO. Play clock down to 15, and now finally Bonner Springs comes to the line. And up to Parks, cutting it to the outside, 35, and he's down at about the 29, close to a first down. Peyton Parks, just a sophomore, takes it 11 yards and a first down for Bonner Springs. Central Heights has scored again. Their lead over Horton tonight, 56-0. Vikings looking for their fourth victory on the season, and they are on quite a roll right now. First and 10 at the 29. Parks wants no keeping is Smith. And a missed tackle, another missed tackle. Smith to the 25, and then hit kind of late, but not much of a hit out of bounds. So no flag. Smith ended up coming up with 6 yards when he should have been brought down in the backfield. Ottawa once again guilty of poor tackling here tonight, and that was a problem last week against Paola. Parks off the left side, and he is upfield to the 15-yard line. That will be another first down. Bonner Springs will use as much time as they can here. Clock certainly is their ally right now, leading 31-14 with about 10 minutes to play. Their ground game has been very good, and they've used it to set up the pass for 2 of their scores. Blitz coming. Keeping is Smith. He'll be hit behind the line, then loses the football. Bonner Springs says they've got it. And they do at the 15-yard line, so ends up being no gain on the play, but boy, the Cyclones had a chance for a turnover and couldn't get it. Again, Bonner Springs using time. Play clock is down to 17. They have not come set yet. They face 2nd and 10. Blitz again. This time Smith keeps, breaks tackles. He's to the 10, the 5. Did he get in? Touchdown, Bonner Springs. Marino will try the extra point. He's been perfect tonight. Bit of a high snap. Kick is blocked. Timeout on the field with 9:04 to play in the football game. Score now is Bonner Springs 37, Ottawa 14. And we'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card, available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Our Best Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
51-yard touchdown drive by Bonner Springs after recovering the onside kick. It's Chase Smith with his second touchdown run of the night. He has 2 touchdown passes as well. Reno will kick it. Deep is Reed Cox. Another little pooch kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line. And that's where Ottawa will start this drive. By the way, the High School Activities Association came out with their classifications this week, and Ottawa remains in Class 4A for all other sports besides football. They're in 4A, of course, for the next couple of years in that sport. First and 10 Cyclones. McCullough will throw it deep down the far sideline. The pass is underthrown. There's a flag down.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, he comes up and he's the hell out of the way. Don't argue with him. Just relax.
Pass was a little underthrown, but the flag, I think, will go against Bonner. Holding against Bonner Springs. Final score, Lewisburg beats Eudora tonight, 14-8. Eudora is Ottawa's opponent next week here at Steve Grogan Stadium. First and 10, Ottawa at midfield. Blitz being shown by the Braves. Keeping is McCullough. Made a nice move. Needs to make another one. Broke a tackle. Got a yard. That's about it. A lot of work for not much yardage there, and now some extracurricular activities after the play. No flags thrown, but McCullough, they say, actually lost a yard. I don't see that from based on where he got, but they'll say he was down at the 49 of Ottawa. Rolling left, looking to throw. Now pulls it down, breaks a tackle, breaks another one across the 45. Picked up about 6. One of the Braves players comes up a little bit lame. He's going to stay in the ball game, though. Ottawa has a 3rd and 5 at the Bonner Springs 45. Clock is running, 7:45 to play. Ottawa down 37-14. Keeping McCullough now pitches late, and that's Navarro. Navarro's got the first down inside the 40. Ottawa comes up. They'll send 3 receivers to the short side of the field and twins to the far side. McCullough with time, now running out of time, throws, and the pass is tipped away. Looked like Malcolm Anthony got a hand on it. It'll be 2nd and 10. Meredithine Valley has defeated Center tonight, 58-8 the final. So Trojans are now 3-2 on the year. West Franklin leading Humboldt Game late in the third period, 39-12. Swing pass out in the flat to Navarro, and Navarro is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. That West Franklin score really a bit of a surprise. The Falcons came in winless. Humboldt was 3-1 on the season, but West Franklin has gone down to Humboldt, and they have controlled that game since the beginning. Third down 10, 6:30 to go. Ottawa trailing by 23. Rolling right. McCullough looks, throws. Pass is going to be caught. Down the sidelines, inside the 20. And now a flag thrown, a little extracurricular activity once again. And that might have been on Ottawa. We'll check it and see. Don't know who made that catch over there. I think it might have been Tiernan Reed Cox. Cyclone player and a Bonner Springs player jawing at each other after the play was over. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Bonner Springs. So that'll push it inside the 10 down to around the 8 and bring up a first and goal. Navarro to the right of McCullough. And early movement. Offsides against Bonner. That will be a half the distance to the goal line penalty. Final score, Paola beats Wamego tonight, 48-7. Pass out of the flat, dropped. Receiver out there looked to move with the football before he had it. And it'll be a second and goal. This time, three backs in the backfield along with McCullough. And it's Navarro fighting his way forward, looking for Pater. Did he get there? No. Stopped inside the 1. Third and goal at the 1. We're under 6 minutes to play. Single receiver to each side. McCullough under center. And early movement by Ottawa. One of the backs picked up a foot. Can't do that. False start will push it back to the 6. So Ottawa in 2-down territory, but now they've got to cover 6 yards. Twin receivers to each side of the field. Option, keeping is McCullough. He's in, touchdown. McCullough saw the opening and didn't even think about pitching it.
McCullough, the keeper for the Cyclones, touchdown.
But they bring the kicker in. And Fogel's kick is good. 5:36 to play. It's now Bonner Springs 37, Ottawa 21. And we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
New appliances mean a family recipe simmering on the stove and fresh sheets in the dryer. At the Home Depot, they also mean saving even more on your next appliance. Samsung brings innovation to your kitchen and laundry room. And right now, we'll bring it right to your door, delivered free. Bring style and function home with fall savings on your next Samsung appliance at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Free delivery on purchases $396 or more, valid through October 21st, U.S. only.
60-yard touchdown drive by the Cyclones. Noah McCullough with his third touchdown on the night. .536 to play. Ottawa down 16. You would expect an onside kick here. One man deep for Bonner. Let's see what Ottawa does here. Fogel approaches. And it is an onside kick. It got a good bounce, and the Cyclones got it. Well, that was a beautifully executed onside kick that time. Fogel got the high bounce and tipped off of a Bonner Springs player's hand. And Ottawa's going to have it at the Braves' 43-yard line, still with life. On first down, Ottawa's going to go with wings each side, single receivers each side. Clevenger's back in the ball game at the tailback spot. McCullough looks to throw, throws a deep ball downfield. That pass is intercepted. Thrown into double coverage, and it was Carter Wiley with the pick. That appeared to be the only place that McCullough was looking there. Wiley, the safety, came over to pick it off, and now Bonner Springs has it at their own 19. Smith with Parks to his right. It's Parks up the middle, and he's across the 25 out to around the 26. And a nice gain on first down. DeSoto beat number 4 in Class 4A McPherson tonight, 41-35 the final. That must have been a heck of a ball game over in Topeka. Two teams met halfway. Play clock running down, 13. Game clock at 4:45. Keeping is Smith, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. One of the few times that has occurred here this evening. It'll bring up a third down and 7, and Ottawa will use a timeout here with 4:30 to play. They trail Bonner Springs 37-21, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When you needed your mom, she was always there with the Vicks Vapor Rub. She used that soothing scent to calm you. And her mom used it to calm her. And her mom, well, you get the idea. Vicks Vapor Rub's always been there. It always made you feel better. And today, it still does. Bring back those childhood memories with the comfort and care only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, family tradition for a reason.
Ottawa has one timeout remaining. They need to stop here on 3rd down and 7. Teams breaking the huddle. Man in motion. Keeping is Smith. And he is going to push his way forward for a first down and more, all the way out to the 37-yard line. Final score, Topeka Hayden beats Osawatomie tonight, 43-6. Clock inside 4 minutes. Parks up the middle, pushing forward outside the 40 to about the 41. Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6. We're about 40 minutes away from the high school football scoreboard show. Nearing the 3-minute mark in this one. Bonner Springs leads 37-21. And again, it's Parks this time, breaking into the secondary, and he's all the way inside Ottawa territory, down to about the 38.
I haven't charged my phone. I actually do have to charge my phone, so I haven't spoken to it.
Again, the Braves more than content to let that play clock run down. And this time for running back, it was Marion Graves, and he actually lost a couple back to the 40. And he is a little slow to get up. Inside 2 minutes to go, Cyclones are going to drop to 1-4, while Bonner will pick up its first win on the season. And now they run it all the way down, ask for time. Minute 29 to play. Bonner Springs 37, Ottawa 21. We'll take a 30-second break, and you're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? Yes. It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Hoy es miércoles y el clima está muy bueno afuera.
Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com to start learning a new language today. That's BABBEL.com.
Minute 29 to go. Second down, 12 for Bonner Springs. Couple of finals in. And Osage County team's doing well. Linden just annihilated Anderson County tonight, 56-6. And Osage City with a 64-6 shellacking of Jayhawk Lynn. Second and 12, blitz coming. Keeping is Smith. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now it looks like Otto is going to use its final timeout. We're going to keep it right here. So the finals that we have, Lewisburg beating Eudora 14-8, Paola 48, Wamego 7, Linden 56, Anderson County 6, Osage City 64, Jayhawk Lynn 6, Meridazine Valley over Lost Springs Center 58-8. Don't have a final yet on Central Heights and Horton, but that one really should probably be over. The Vikings were leading Horton 56-0. In the fourth quarter, at the start of the fourth quarter, West Franklin was on top of Humboldt 39-12. Also another final, Hayden downing Osawatomie tonight 43-6. Heading to the fourth period, Ward and Santa Fe Trail were tied up 28-28. Thought we would see something on Creston Waverly, but I've not seen anything come across on that here this evening. Lancers 4-0, Waverly 2-2. That's a pretty big 8-man football game right there, really. Third down, 11. Ottawa cannot stop the clock again. Keeping is Smith, looking for a block, breaks a tackle, and stops shy of the first down. It would appear just inside the 30. Nice run, though, on third down and 11. It's going to bring up a fourth down and 1. $50 seconds to play. Bonner Springs will let the play clock run all the way down and then call a timeout. And they asked for time with 27 seconds to go. That Linden win tonight and the Central Heights obvious win over Horton sets up a big ball game next week at Central Heights. I believe that's our KOFO game of the week next week. The Vikings and the Tigers. Both teams will come into that one with records of 4-1. Bonner Springs, fourth down and 1. Smith has two running backs in front of him. He'll take it straight up the middle. He'll be hit, and I don't think he got it. Looks like he was short. It will depend on the spot of the football. And Ottawa does turn them over on downs. But just 22 seconds remain. First and 10 Ottawa from their own 29. Ottawa will come out, play clock winding down, but the game clock won't start until the snap. Well, ball up and for grabs, another interception. And it was Graves. There's a flag down. We'll see what the flag is. Flag is on the Cyclones, so no, check that. I'm sorry. It is against Bonner, illegal substitution. So it stops the clock with 14 seconds to go. No turnover. There's a deep ball thrown down the middle. That pass is going to be picked off. Zeton Vink was in the ball game at quarterback through the deep ball, and that one was tipped and picked off. Now there's another flag down. Goodness. Holding against Ottawa. That'll be declined. So the fourth turnover on Ottawa High. In their losses this year, the Cyclones turned it over 6 times against Piper, 3 times against Spring Hill, 5 against Paola, and 4 tonight. So 18 turnovers and 4 losses. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Ottawa. Now, this is not the way to end a football game, folks, right here. All Bonner will need to do is snap the football. And that will do it. Your final tonight from Steve Grogan Stadium, Bonner Springs 37, Ottawa 21. And we'll be back to wrap things up in 2 minutes. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on KOFO.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using